Today we're going to take a look at a section of the main south-north bicycle commuter route through Mosman. This route is the official route shown on the RTA maps in the Mosman Council Bicycle Plan 2005 to 2010. It is also clearly shown on Mosman Council's own website. So let's get started. The route first takes us along Wyong Road. We now arrive at the Wyong Road closure. Note the bicycle route sign totally faded out. We now continue along through the closure and on into Killarney Street, where we reach a decision point. We can turn left into Glen Street as encouraged by the Manly sign on the light pole. This will take us on the scenic route through Beauty Point. But today we are going to continue along the official RTA route, so we continue along Killarney Street. Now we reach Bullecourt Avenue and are helpfully directed on our way by the Manly sign on the pole. Now what happens here? Left or right? On the right we are faced with a no through road sign and in the distance some no entry signs at the bottom of Amiens. The official route takes us to the right, but no helpful signs give us any clue to this. Because we are lucky enough to already know the answer, let's press on. Now here we are at the bottom of Amiens Avenue, which as you can see is one way. When we compiled the current Mosman bike plan, it was intended that the footpath on Amiens, the one to the left as we look up, should be made a dual bike pedestrian path with a suitable entry point for cyclists at the bottom. As it turned out, the entry point to the right of this picture was built, but it was suitable for downhill traffic only. Cyclists travelling up the hill would have to illegally enter the mouth of a one-way street to access it. So after an extended period of lobbying, 18 months or so from memory, the access ramp to the left was finally built at the cost of a few $1,000s. This new ramp is clearly intended to be accessed from the direction we have just taken along the official route. At the same time, suitable signage and road markings were supposed to be placed to make the official route clear. This was never done. After extensive lobbying by both me and more so by members of the Manly Bicycle Committee and by the Regional Bicycle and Pedestrian Committee to have a few simple and inexpensive pieces of signage installed to complete this work, a simply bizarre series of reasons for not doing the work were progressively advanced by Council's professional staff. First they said they could not direct cyclists to go to the right because it was one way. This was quickly dismissed on the evidence of council's own signage showing clearly two ways in both directions. Next they said that cyclists would instinctively go to the right. When it was pointed out to them that instinct should play no part in the process, the next line of defence was that the proper route was to go to the left. This of course is in clear defiance of their own bike maps and those of the RTA, and presumably meant that the second bike ramp access to Amiens was a wasteful mistake. But let us have a quick look at this hurriedly thought out fallback position, shall we? Now what happens here? Do we take the path which the signs show will take us to Bickle? No, of course not, because we know better. We actually know where we've got to go. Now here we are again at the bottom of Amiens and faced with a no left turn sign. From here there is no indication that a hook turn up the ramp is available 30 metres or so further on. So what is council's advice on what to do next? Council's senior professional staff advised that cyclists should now take the path via the driveway to our left and join the dual use path around the corner. When it was pointed out that this would be illegal, council staff advised that it wouldn't matter because it was only a short distance. And of course, not a single solitary sign is in place to direct cyclists along council's newly invented route.